Hello friends, I am Dr. Madhukar Jadhav. In the last lecture, we have seen the advantages of high rate trickling filter. Then we have seen the theory of single stage high rate trickling filter and two stage high rate trickling filter. Also, we have seen the recirculation techniques in case of single stage and double stage high rate trickling filter. In this lecture, we are going to study regarding operational troubles in trickling filter and comparison of conventional and high rate trickling filter. So, starting with operational troubles. First operational troubles which occurs in filter is fly nuisance. Filter flies Pychoda are nuisance problem near filter in warm weather. They breathe on the filter. Their greatest nuisance is to a operational person or the person who is looking after the maintenance of filter. The remedial measures for this problem is flooding of filter at regular interval. Second one, periodical spreading of inside wall of the filter with high pressure. Third one, chlorinating the filter influent with a dose of 0.5 to 1 mg per liter. And fourth one, application of larvicide such as DDT, chloridine and maltodextrin etc. for the avoid the fly nuisance. Then second problem or trouble is odor nuisance. Odor from filter are due to undesirable growth, sludging and anaerobic decomposition of the waste. It is indication that filter is not functioning properly. The remedial measures are: first one, maintaining well ventilated filter either by natural ventilation or by forced ventilation so that anaerobic condition will not be developed inside the filter bed. Second one, aeration or chlorination of sewage before primary settling of the sewage. Then the next problem is ponding nuisance. When all the voids of the trickling filter are filled up due to choking by heavy fungus or other suspended matter, ponding decreases filter ventilation, reduces the effective volume of the filter and reduces the filter efficiency, and hence a proper care should be taken to avoid the ponding of wastewater on the surface of the media. And the remedial measure for this, flushing of the filter with water. So due to the flushing, whatever the material which is choked in between that can be washed away. Second remedy, reduce the strength of filter influenced by increasing recirculation. Means whatever the recirculated solids are there, that strength we have to reduce. And last remedy is chlorinating the influent. Means whatever the incoming sewage is there, that we have to chlorinate with a proper dose. The next one, comparison of conventional and high rate trickling filter. So for this comparison, the various points of comparison are considered. In that, first one is depth of filter media. In case of conventional, depth varies from 1.6 to 2.4, while in case of high rate, the depth is reduced to 1.2 to 1.8 meter. Then size of the filter media in conventional filter is 25 to 75 mm, while in case of high rate filter it is reduced to 25 to 60 mm. Then area required for the filters, more land area is required due to lesser loading in case of conventional filter, while less land is required for filter because of the more filter loading. Then cost of operation for conventional, more cost of operation or more cost for treating of equal quantity of sewage, while less cost is required for treating the equal quantity of sewage. Then method of operation: continuous application, less flexible, requires less skill and the supervision, while for the high rate trickling filter, continuous application, more flexible, requires more skilled supervision. Then next point of comparison, that is type of effluent produced. The effluent produced is of highly nitrified and stabilized with a BOD in effluent less than 20 ppm or so. While in case of high rate trickling filter, the effluent is highly nitrified up to nitrite stage only and is less stable, and hence it is of high inferior quality. BOD is greater than 30 milligrams per liter. And the last point of comparison is the dosing interval. It is generally varies between 3 to 10 minutes. The sewage is generally not applied continuously but is applied at intervals, while in case of high rate trickling filter, it is not more than 15 seconds and the sewage is thus applied continuously on the trickling filter. So these are the various comparison points between conventional trickling filter and the high rate trickling filter. Next one, further comparison points regarding loading, hydraulic loading, organic loading. So in case of conventional trickling filter, the hydraulic loading varies from 20 to 44 million liters of wastewater per hectare per day, while in case of high rate trickling filter, the loading rate varies from 110 to 320 million liter per hectare per day. The organic loading in case of conventional filter varies between 900 to 2200 kg of BOD per hectare meter of filter media per day, while in case of high rate trickling filter, it varies between 6000 to 18,000 kg of BOD per hectare meter of filter media per day. Then regarding recirculation, not generally provided recirculation in case of conventional trickling filter, while always provided recirculation for increasing the hydraulic loading rate or to increase the MLSS concentration in trickling filter. Then quality of secondary sludge produced: black, highly oxidized with slight fine particles, while in case of high rate trickling filter, brown color, not fully oxidized with fine particles. Then sloughing, intermittent sloughing, and in case of high rate it is a continuous. And nuisance potential, many flies and odor may be available in case of conventional trickling filter, while less odor and flies will be seen in case of high rate trickling filter. So this is regarding high rate trickling filter. So this is sufficient in today's lecture. Thank you.